Alrighty. The date. Let us get this. 1965, December the 10th, at 9:15 p.m. That's 2100 hours. I'm going to back this up 1 minute. This is another one of my very special subs that does a lot of work. We're in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. And check this out. This is the first one I've done like this. I've actually done hundreds of these over the years. But here it is, Sun in Ophiuchus. I might go back and do a video and see how long the sun's been actually traipsing through here. But still, you have to look it up in Scorpio. I've thought this out a couple of ways because, well, number one, to me, there isn't even any Scorpion or Libra. It's an eagle, and that's how I see it. It's an eagle with a serpent, a snake in its claws right here. Now, it's right here, and that's why this looks like a snake. They're showing you. And this was the eagle's claws. It was winged out in flight, and it had a serpent. And I'm going to tell you where you can find that symbol today. It's on the flag of Mexico. That's a whole nother story there. Okay. And it has to do with Quetzalcoatl, flying serpent. The serpent's flying in the claws of the eagle. Okay, that's how all this relates. So if you think of Quetzalcoatl in the sky, you think of the flying serpent. But they give us this serpent up here instead. This is Greek, by the way. This is Persian. This is Roman. This sign is Roman. The Greeks only had 11. So, you know, still for your information, you're going to have to look it up in Scorpio. And it looks like you're going to be in what is called the third house, or the third mansion of the moon in the sign Scorpio, the third decan. Your Mercury is also here. Again, I see this as all one sign, but let's see what this star is right here. Okay, this one is in Scorpio as well. So your Mercury and your Sun are in Scorpio. Mercury's house is Virgo, and the Sun belongs to Leo. And, you know, I don't know what to say about this here. They are calling this particular sign Ophiuchus. I say, excuse me, but me and Vicky laugh about it. We call it Oh Fuck Us. Because it always lands in his crotch, for number one. The moon was here, right here, full, big, beautiful moon, the day that the Pope came to Washington, D.C. for the 2016 reset to get her program. And we noticed that. And the sun is there now. Not now, but the day you were born. So whatever this is here, it's big magic. And what I've learned about it so far, because it's really brand spanking new, right? They just suddenly new constellations, new zodiac, and some astrologers are going with it, and some are still stuck in their 2,000 and 4,000 year old calendars. But this sign is ruled by ether, and it goes from about here, the 8th part of Sagittarius, to about here. So basically, you got this big dude up here with a snake poking the Milky Way, right? And these planets start popping out on the winter solstice. And you are, you know, a December baby. But clearly, Scorpio, and if you want to go ahead and, you know, see what you can find out about Ophiuchus, I'm not that versed. But I will tell you that you can go through the names of the stars here and go over to the Arabic lore, which these are just different points on the serpent. I know what this is. But up here in him, and hell, let me do it for you. Let me pause this first. Okay, we know that he's the serpent holder, but the star we saw in the snake a while ago, Vedic, it translates to the preceding. And to precede something is to come before. You precede. Okay, do you understand that word? And let's catch this Saturn finger he's got going on over here with a star in it. And it's just Ophiuchus 13, okay? Now your sun is sitting, this is probably just going to give us HIP. No, this is going to give us Ophiuchus 42. So, yeah, well, you know, you got to give them. They are updating. Maybe this is the way it's supposed to be. But I'm going to have to learn. Now, the way I see it, this is Serpentarius. And he's the snake charmer. Let's pull him down. Let's do a little bit of work. Let's get this third eye thing going on he's got here. Head of the snake charmer. So that's what Ophiuchus means. Ophiuchus is a Greek word. I get that. But this comes from the Orient, Persia. Out of the Arabic is where we get it. Head of the snake charmer. So that tell you what I can about it. Some of them are named, some of them are not. Serpentarius, which is a Greek word as well. The preceding hand, so his hand should actually be up here. These paintings should be done by the way these stars are laid out. Neck of the snake. Oh, let's get in his tongue here. Because, look, literally, Ophiuchus can go all the way across and get rid of Libra and Scorpio. I wonder, was that Scorpio came in with, I'm thinking it's Persian, but it might have come in with Julius Caesar as well, because it was an eagle. And when you hear about Julius Caesar, one of his most famous lines was, I want my eagle back. I want my eagle back. Not giving us any names for these stars, which is ironic. The way this is painted, you think it would. We just get to the head of the serpent and it stops. I guess it does. And yeah, they took this one out of Ophiuchus. This is even in another constellation. Okay, come up. Let me pause again so I don't waste all your time. Alright, you got Venus in Capricorn with that kind of third eye thing going on. So Mercury in a planet that is an Earth sign in Virgo with the Sun in Ophiuchus are fixing to go into the Milky Way galaxy. And so Scorpio or Ophiuchus, however you want to look at it, and Venus in the Goat. So there's a little bit of Earth magic going on for you there. Let's see how you're going to fare in the rest of this. Let's go to Mars. Wow, I didn't even see it sitting there in the thread. I guess I couldn't see the name there. So you have Mars in Sagittarius. And Mars has been working on Sagittarius for the past month. So whatever you've been going through in your action kind of thing, where Sagittarius is concerned, it goes back to your birth chart. You know, they say we have a Saturn return. Well, we have lots of Mars returns, okay? And this is actually yours that you've been going through for the past month. Saturn over here in Aquarius. And at one time, this was one constellation. If you go back to the Enneads of Egypt, this too was just one constellation. And that is Saturn is cardinal Earth, rules Capricorn, but is sitting in the water bearer, but this is an air sign. Okay, this is the sign we're moving into now and working with now. And all of that the stars in that sign are the lucky something of the king, the lucky tenths, the lucky this and that. Let's jump on Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter, you're going to call me where? Tell me what this star is. That's Orion. How about that one? Not the Sun, not Jupiter. Taurus. Okay, so you are in Taurus. Let me check this one. Yes. Yes, you are in Taurus. Even though that's Orion, you're in Taurus. So, another earth sign, and this is the big boy in the sky at night, Jupiter, which is Zeus, which is Guru, which is Nibiru, by the way. So you've got earth magic going on here, which is good for you. Actually, I'm seeing something good here, because you got Venus and Jupiter, two benevolent planets, in fixed Earth and cardinal Earth. So this should really help you out when all this crap goes down. I'm going to try to move along here because I've spent most of my time talking about your sun sign. Let's go to Neptune. We got Neptune, Uranus, and then the Pluto. Okay, Neptune hiding over here in Libra as well. So you've actually got a lineup going on here between Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Neptune. Neptune, Libra, Mercury, Scorpio. Either way on the Sun, Venus in Capricorn, and Saturn and Aquarius, and Jupiter and Taurus. You're just spread all over the place. You got all kind of stuff going on. This is a bit different chart than I'm used to doing, so actually I'm glad to do it. Let's go to you. You are a sun is an anagram for Uranus. Uranus in Leo, you know, it's not too bad there. Uranus is working on the other side of the zodiac right now, so you're kind of in the good where that is concerned. On the back right masculine paw as well. All right, let's go to Pluto. This is the one we really need to know about because this is what I'm talking. Check that out. And you've got a Leo-Uranus, a Uranus-Pluto conjunction, well, kind of lined up in Leo, but Pluto in the tail of the lion. Now that's a first. So once again, you are not affected by this Pluto in Virgo. You're not that generation. So you get by on that one as well. All right. So you're good here on this ritual that's going down, and you're covered in Capricorn and Taurus. And that's really cool that the big boy, Jupiter, is in Taurus, because he'll hold, even though it's Mercury, Venus's sign, and she's in Capricorn, it's kind of balancing out those two, if that makes sense to you. It's like a standing wave. They're canceling each other out. And then you're canceled out here because you're Leo. You're in Leo where Pluto is concerned. And Pluto is your subconscious. It's considered, you know, attached to your soul, kind of an intuition, not instinct. That's too fleshy to me. But intuition. The things your subconscious reveals to you, like you do something and you don't know why you do it. This responds to symbols. If I put it in the Egyptian, Pluto is Anubis. You know, he's the ferryman in Greco-Roman tradition. You got to put the coin in the mouth to pay the ferryman, right? But it's also your id, to bring it up into the science of consciousness. It's your id, and if you've seen Forbidden Planet, we have monsters of the id, so you can daydream out of your heart, or you can have nightmares in your head with paranoia propaganda, like they're shoving on everybody, be afraid. And that's where part of the emotions that this rules. You know, they'll scare you to death, right? Anubis, scare you to death. No, but there's another aspect to Anubis, and they're banking on scare you to death Anubis. But no, I happen to like Anubis. He's my favorite of the pantheon, even though Horus, the hawk, is, you know, I'm a Hawkins. And so I have the name, I am the daughter of the hawk, even in my tribe. So, but I definitely feel Anubis, and I love dogs. And I've even got my own wolf pack on this channel. I hope that helped.